If you're planning on buying any cards from TCG Player, make sure you use our affiliate link right here in the description of our video to help support the channel. It's the best way to do it. Photon Store is the best place to get PTGO codes online with instant email delivery. They already have Darkness Ablaze available in bundles of 50 codes, single codes, and the pre-release promo box. What are you waiting for? Make sure you use Tablemon code for 5% off your final purchase when you're checking out. MillibotsGaming.com is the best place for you to find all the Darkness Ablaze singles you might need for your upcoming decks. Any alternatives, anything you need, make sure you get it at Millibots Gaming, and when you're checking out, make sure you use Tablemon code for 5% off your final purchase.
Tablemon.
Alright, top 8 time against Isaiah Bradner, really cool guy, very young kid. I don't think he's 18 yet. Amazing Pokemon player, he dominated seniors, and now ever since he became a master, he's been dominating as well. We lose the coin flip, which is never great. Right? Which is never great. And yeah, he chooses to go first, which is definitely correct. Definitely correct. And we have an okay start. Good-ish chances to get the turn 1 GX attack off, which we definitely need to, based on the fact that we went second. Now I do fully expect, like, okay, the two Pikarom decks that we beat in the rounds were playing, oh, we see the stadium immediately being played. We see a big old bench, which is kind of good news. He does play 2 Pikavolts. So that is important to know. So I won't be looking at any notifications. I won't be looking at chat at all. Okay, and there's the delay, the big delay. So I'm sorry I won't be able to interact with chat right now. But yeah. Playing the quick ball, figuring out prizes most likely. Gonna keep his list handy right here. On my second monitor, I have one monitor for PTGO and the other monitor for his lists. The picture doesn't matter. He has a very underwhelming start, and we already have 2 targets for our GX and then KO plan, especially that Dedenne to finish off with ADP. It's gonna be pretty clutch. He is playing 2 big charms, however, so we do have to be careful with that. And alrighty, we top deck 8 Dedenne. Not super happy about that top deck, that's for sure. So we're definitely grabbing this guy. So, okay, if I really want to stretch myself into getting the GX attack, which I do have 3 energy switches, 4 saucers, and 4 order pads. And I also have air balloon. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm gonna give up on the research. Yeah, and I'm gonna trust that between Crobat and Dedenne. Well, I'm gonna establish Assassin, but I'm gonna trust that between Crobat rather. Well, maybe this is how I go about it. Like, I really need the GX attack this turn. Yeah, I'm gonna go, it's go big or go home, right? Go big or go home in this last stretch of the tournament. All right, going big so far. We are now a switching card and energy switch away from pulling off the combo, which is fantastic. Let's go ahead and acrobike. That gets me. I'm sad that I lose Eldegoss, but that gets me a chance, right? And my concern right now is the GX attack. Not quite. Tails flip. Okay. So I'm gonna choose to Dede Change or to Marnie. I've already lost quite a few resources, but I'm gonna choose to Dede Change. Oh my god, I didn't get a supporter. It all comes down to this flip. Yes! Let's go! Let's go! Alright, so... Okay, so our goal now, next turn, becomes... Our goal now next turn becomes KO Dedenne, and then afterwards becomes KO Vikavolt, unless Bratner isn't able to find the second Big Charm. Or it could be prized, right? It could also be prized. Right. He's gonna look through his deck. Okay. Two things I haven't done, and that are like, this is the excitement getting to me. I have not checked what I have priced, which I should be doing. But also, I should have accounted for the possibility that I could get item locked. I should have accounted for the possibility that I could get item locked. I don't expect to be item locked right now, but I could be, right? We're gonna see a good Mahala that probably indicates that he will be able to find the second Big Charm, right? And there it is, right there. So we have 4 cards, and we are looking for boss. But more importantly, we are looking for Great Catcher, right? Because Isaiah is going to get a potential 5 prize turn. Doesn't even bench the Choo-Choo, which clearly indicates his goal of powering up the Pigrom. Oh my god. That actually just happened. That actually just happened. Okay, so see, here's a concern, right? I'm not gonna play the Cherish Ball to search for ADP to discard it, because even though I'm fairly sure that it is in the deck, I am not 100% certain. And that is my mistake, because I did not check my prize cards. Okay, so that is my mistake. And now this Big Charm is fantastic, because it might protect the Seishan. It forces Bratner to have a double Electro Power, right? And so the only card that matters now is Boss's Orders, which I did not find right here. If he attacks me with Vikavolt, obviously he ends up losing. So I'm gonna save these order pads. I am out all of my basic search though. So I'm not liking my odds particularly. So obviously worst case scenarios, he goes Stamp, Boss, double Electro Power, KO Station, right? That feels like it could be a stretch. But he does play 2 reset stamps. He does not play Volkner. But I don't think he's very concerned at this point. I couldn't have thinned the energy switch. I could have thinned the switch if I had played a little better that turn. So I did get the turn 1 GX, but it was very costly too. It was definitely very costly, and does commit the energy to the Vikavolt, which is understandable. does commit the detonate. It comes down to if I find boss, I win. If not, he wins. Obviously, he didn't discard a reset stamp. He already discarded one in the beginning, though. So if he doesn't find it, we're still in trouble, right? Because I don't have boss in my hand. I don't have boss in my hand, and I would rely 100% on the order pads. And yeah, he's really digging for that boss right here. It's my only out. And there's a reset stamp. Yeah, he does find it, so it's all down to this one turn. It's all down to this one turn. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards that are going back into a deck. 26 card deck, only 2 bosses orders left. Not a great draw, no more Pokemon left, right? No more Pokemon left, and we see the attack bolt. Alright, so I guess something that could be good for us is that even with a boss's orders, he's not guaranteed to win. He needs boss and electro power, which he has played 0 electro power. So if we don't win this turn, we've definitely lost, right? That's not the card we want to see. That helps us. If only I hadn't lost my Eldegoss, that would be fantastic. I actually priced one of the bosses, and I'm down the Great Catcher, so it all comes down to this Acrobike finding me my one boss in the deck. That is not it. That is certainly not it. And yeah, nothing I can do about this. Nothing, absolutely nothing I can do about this. No way to prevent the KO. No way to prevent the KO. I can get rid of the energy. That doesn't really help me. Yeah, you know what? I mean, I'll switch, sure. I fully expect him to have boss plus E-power here, so close, but not quite. Yeah, the turn 1, that's the disadvantage of going second. I really have to stretch in order to pull it off, and he was able to. There it is. First, I hope you got the message. Yeah, nothing you can do there. You know, nothing I could have done to stop that, I don't think. Nothing I could have done to stop that. And that's how the matchup goes. You know, he played it perfectly, he found the reset stamp. If he hadn't found the reset stamp, I had a better chance. Prizing a boss obviously hurts. Losing the Eldegoss, if I had lost the Eldegoss, that would have been enough with the heads that I did flip. Okay, so I definitely want to go first. Definitely want to go first. Alright. Okay, so we give him a mulligan, which is terrible, right? Because the advantage of going first is that you get a turn to hopefully stabilize, and like the advantage of going first, right? I gave him 2 mulligans, that's terrible. The advantage of going first is that his odds of turn 1 Pikarom are not very high. However, obviously, this isn't looking great for me at this point in time. I will find a Marnie. I only need 1 energy, and once again, yeah, the excitement is getting to me. The nervousness. I played the Cherish Ball, and I did not take the time to look through my deck and figure out my prize cards. So these are little things, right, that can make a huge difference for and against you. It is relatively good news that he ends up discarding not a basic energy off of that quick ball. That is definitely good news for me. But see that right there, those extra seconds that he's taking to figure out his prize cards, figure out what he does have access to and what he doesn't have access to, that right there is key. That right there is absolutely key. And I need to do it. And I haven't done it in the first game, and I did not do it just now that I played the church ball. Yeah, so not great. Not great play so far by me. Like, I don't think that changed anything that happened last turn. It did change that church ball that I didn't play, that I did have the ADP toward. And he already had the Pigrom, right? I'm surprised he didn't discard the energy. Because with such a high count that he's playing, like, you do expect to find. And like, if you want to get the turn 1, then it's kind of what you want to do. Does find the natural big charm. I am missing a lot of resources right here. Ugh. Well, this is terrible. Because I'm losing once again a boss resource, a Detene resource, and the Eldegoss, which you saw how crucial it could have been. So I'm gonna go ahead and order pad. I also flip tails. Jeez. So now I rely completely on these 3 acrobikes to find me. Yeah, I'm gonna need to keep digging if I don't find a switching card, so I can't keep that. I can't keep that metal saucer, unfortunately. What I can do, however, yeah, and my Crobat is priced, and I did it again. Oh my god, Paolo. Like, there is a universe where I can retreat manually. That would take so many resources. Okay, so I do find this. That's good. That's certainly good. So now I'm questioning the Great Catcher. Don't think I play that. Alright, so we got there, but we're out of the Denes, we're out of the Eldegosses, and we lost a boss. So, kinda iffy. Kinda iffy right here. Kinda iffy looking right here. So the hesitation on the Jirachi makes me think that maybe he doesn't have it, or he's taking the time to figure out exactly what he's trying to do, or what he's going to do, which I should be doing, and I am currently not. I still don't know what I prized or what I didn't, and it is the second turn of the game, and I have searched with Quick Ball and with Charge Ball, so... Oh my god! Well, that's one way to get the attack off immediately, right? That's certainly one way to get the attack off immediately. Okay, well, that's really bad news. That is really, really bad news. There's nothing I can do about that. We'll go ahead and research to continue to thin. I also lose my Great Catcher. This, I guess, is my best play. So I need him to not have like a super explosive next turn. That's brutal. The fact that I drew these 2 energies, that is absolutely brutal. I believe we know he has an Electro Power. Jeez, man. Who do I power up? Only 2 energies is so unlucky. I have 4 energies left and I drew 2 of them. If he has the double KO, I am basically out. So I want to power up Zamazenta. Zamazenta is KO just the same. right? That's horrible. Right, we see a V-Gold, we see an attachment. At this point it shouldn't matter. And we just see the tag volt. Okay, so it does get the 5 price turn. So powering up Samazenta actually feels like a good call now. It's gonna come down to, can he find double Electro Power to beat me? Ideally I find a thingy. Ideally I find a big charm. That's not a big charm. Okay, so this is gonna be pretty tough to win. Not impossible, but pretty tough. Okay, well, I found the cards that I did need. So he does not play Tool Scrapper, right? He does not play Tool Scrapper. I'm gonna play this and fail it. I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna do this, and I'll retreat, and then I'll Metal Saucer to this, and I'll Metal Saucer to this. And I'll take 4 prizes. This can KO that. This can KO anything other than the Raichu. Isaiah hasn't played literally anything so far. So the question is, does he have Boss double Electro Power? No, Boss Electro Power wins him the game. Right? Boss Electro Power wins him the game. Getting Crobat is good news. The 2 order paths don't really help me too much. I might need Boss to win. Plays Electro Power, attaches, and it comes down to a Boss. And you'll have Dead Change plus Stellar Wish. Yeah. Very well played by Isaiah. I fully expect to end up losing here. There it is. There it is, the GG. Nothing I can do there. You know, nothing I can do there. My run comes to an end. My Pog run comes to an end in a very... I mean, it happens, you know? Generally it happens. I tried my best. I mean, Tool Scrapper would have been a good card to have in the deck, but no guarantee that I would have found it. I got going second, turn 1 GX, going first, turn 2 GX. He got the turn 2 Pika every time. Untouchable with that big charm. So yeah. Nothing to do. Yeah, disappointing end to my Pog 2020 run. I can see that you guys are still watching. Yeah, you guys are still watching. That key turn with Zamazenta. I had fun. Big props to the organizers of POG. Really amazing that they did do this, that they held the tournament. It was fantastic experience, and I really appreciate them doing this for the community. Yeah, I really do. Thank you so much, especially to all of you who are currently watching and are still hanging out here. Thank you so much for believing in Tablemon. Thanks so much for rooting for me throughout this whole really long day of Pokemon. And I tried. Yeah, I tried my best. I really tried my best. Isaiah played it perfectly. His draws were great. His plays were perfect, and nothing you can do about it. Yeah, Pigrom is definitely a tough match without any damage modifiers. ADP Station had a good run. Yeah, ADP Station had a good run. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll be around on Facebook, Twitter, everywhere, and then I will probably end up streaming tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, so we can talk about POG, no stream delay, and we can start working out on post rotation. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all the love. I felt all the love today, and I will see you. I will see you tomorrow. Yeah, for more streaming. Thank you so much.